Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the first annual Perfect Team Community Choice Awards. My goodness, I couldn't be more excited right now. My goodness, I feel like I just chugged a 12-pack of dew. I really do. I am on fire tonight. I'm so excited to have all of you guys with me for this journey that we're going to go on tonight. We are starting with a level 5 hype train because we've got subscriptions and donations and bits in the chat like crazy right now. I love all the support, guys. You guys are awesome. I've been missing you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I couldn't be more excited to be with you tonight. Like, no joke, this feels different than this weekend Perfect Team. It feels different than every single one of them. It feels different than reading between the lineups. It feels different than our Sunday broadcasts. Like, I am so amped right now. I'm afraid that I'm going to misclick my mouse because I'm just on fire. But I am so honored to be joined by so many of you so quickly here as we're getting things started. I'm your host for tonight's festivities. You can call me DRC. I also go by Chris, and I'm going to be your master of ceremonies tonight. I couldn't be more excited as we're here to collectively, all of us together, we're going to collectively reflect on the year that was and recognize the amazing accomplishments and contributions and achievements and everything else of the Perfect Team players from around the world. My goodness, I am just really feeling the love in the chat right now. You guys are just incredible. You guys are making me blush. I'm going to turn pink on your screen right now. It's a little warm in here anyway. So a big hello and welcome to the chat. One thing I want to know in the chat right now, where in the world you're joining from tonight and what award you're looking forward to most. Is it the Best Team Name Award? Is it the Auction House Savant? Is it the Main League Player of the Year award? The Tournament Player of the Year? Which award are you tuning in for? Which one are you really curious as to which direction it's going to go? Snaggle moment. Love it. Love it. We've got Texas in the chat. Some more Central Texas, some Oregon. You know, we've never done this whole geography roll call here, but in this stream, as we're celebrating the year that was, we're celebrating the community that is, it just feels appropriate. You know, everyone around the world plays this game. It's incredible. Our community is unbelievably diverse. San Francisco, Bay Area, Cleveland, Chicago, my man, Arizona, Sacramento, New York City. Of course, EVC and NYC is from New York City. Of course. Upstate New York. I spent some time in Connecticut. Love the area. Phoenix, Jersey. Oh, we've got some England. It's pretty late there. Appreciate you staying up. Europe for Roscoe. Ottawa, Bradenton, Florida. You guys are amazing. I love every single one of you. Whew. Well, regardless, we've got a great show for you tonight, and I couldn't be more excited to bring it to you. And I didn't announce this before because it just happened. We're going to be giving away 125,000 perfect points tonight. 5 lucky winners at the end of the show will get 25,000 perfect points each. I cannot say enough thank yous to Rich and the Out of the Park team for all of the support. I don't know if you logged into your Perfect Team or you're out of the park today. You saw a little pop-up that says, hey, check out the show. That was really, really nice. I didn't have to do that. They didn't have to support the stream and give us this unbelievable bounty of perfect points tonight. So thank you to Rich, to Chris, everyone over at Out of the Park. So as we kick things off tonight, I wanted to spend just a second here to introduce myself a little bit further. So my handle's DRC, as you guys know. I also answer to the name Chris. I am a first-year Perfect Team player, a first-year streamer, and given the amount of time that both of those two things take, likely to be a first-time divorcee. No, I kid. But speaking of kids and wives, really, let me take a second to publicly thank them both. You know, they've been incredible support pillars in allowing me to dedicate the time, energy, attention, and whatever the real world equivalent of perfect points is into bringing you guys shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I gotta say, it's been the joy of a lifetime to do so. That probably sounds like hyperbole, but I've garnered more excitement from streaming to you guys these last 5 or 6 months than I have in a very long time. So it's been a ton of fun, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed the journey as much as I have. Now, let's talk about the purpose of the show tonight. The objective of the show, the objective tonight is to crown 12. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Community-driven winners. We'll come back to that in a second. Community-driven winners for a wide array of awards, recognizing achievement in everything from main league play to auction house dealings to community contributions and everything in between. And I've tried to sprinkle in some recognition of some other things that I think you guys should pay attention to and should take note of along the way. So exactly how did we do it? How did we build this show? Is this just DRC saying, hey, here's who I think should win this award? Anything but that. So what was our process? With an approach as methodical and micromanaged as the Greenwich Time Lords pitching staff, we first sent out a call for nominees for the 12 chosen awards. Now, after we distilled those nominees to the standout candidates, we then sent out a subsequent survey with the nominees on them, with the final nominees, for a formalized vote. And despite chants from the outside to concurrently stop the count and count the votes, we journeyed on. And after over a month of open ballots, a winner was selected for each award. In the process, we received just short of 200 survey responses of community members from around the world. And it was so cool. Honestly, one of the things that I was so jazzed about was just checking every single day and seeing all the new ballots that were coming in. Oh, who's winning this award now? Who's winning it then? How is this one shifting? And some of the awards did shift. Like there was a point where one award had like a 15, 16 point lead on the field, and that was closed and then some. So it was really fun to watch, and I thank you guys for participating. No one asked for this show. No one said, hey, DRC, we got a cool idea. Why don't you do an end of year stream? This is my brain baby, and I hope you guys love it. And I hope you guys aren't offended that I took the mantle to take it on and to do it. But I love this community. And whenever I get into anything, whenever I choose a hobby, whenever I invest a lot of time into something, I want to increase the resonance of it. I want to increase the immersion of it and make it more fun. And to me, stuff like this does that. Really, really focusing on the achievements that people have done, really giving credence. When someone wins the perfect league in a given week, I want to shout it from the mountaintops. That is such a wild and huge achievement. I'm so glad that Rich was amenable to the idea of glorifying that with a formal broadcast so that we could recognize that person's achievement as a group. And I think there's even more opportunities to do so. But I love taking things that are part of this game, taking achievements within this community and really blowing them out of proportion. And I appreciate that you guys have let me do that this year. So enough out of me, enough hyperbole, enough of the gushy stuff. Let's get to the awards. So unlike any game community I've ever been a part of, there's a willingness and really a drive for people in this community to help one another as they take on and try to learn this unbelievably complicated game and traverse the journey from being a complete novice, like I was, to understanding definitively why you don't want bird profile cards. Now, this category here is to recognize those in the community that have best exemplified this spirit. And the nominees are Your Kidneys sheet. Simply known as the sheet, this contribution cannot be overstated. First off, it lists all the cards in the known Perfect Team universe. And most importantly, it did so before there was another avenue for that. It was the only show in town for a very long time. And in addition to having the cards, to having the ratings, it even ranks the players, leveraging advanced modeling techniques to help users understand the stud cards from the dud cards. Sanji's new player guide. For a game as hard as this one, getting started can be and is, frankly, the hardest part. Sanji put together the ultimate, and I mean that in the most sincerest way, the ultimate new player guide. Equipped with your general perfect point generation strategy, guidance on which missions to target, what to do when the rewards were redeemed. Simply put, if you're starting a brand new team, it's the single best way to get pointed into the right direction. Simple Enigma's roster builder. So having the tools above help with guidance. But how do you actually go about building a team? You get 26 roster spots. How are you going to pick each one of them? Well, this tournament roster builder helps with finding and comparing the tournament eligible players for a given tournament, easily giving you an overview of your roster's strengths and weaknesses. And this is particularly useful when you've got some very nuanced requirements to meet, such as cap tournaments. A Yordle named Leo, inventing Call Your Shot. Now, what could possibly be a better way to contribute to the community than to give the gift of excitement, enjoyment, a little chance at glory to your fellow perfect teamers? Well, that's exactly what a Yordle named Leo did when he invented the popular stream game, which was first run by Rich and then run by Dishnet, where people actually have a chance to win big, and I mean big, in perfect points if they pre-select, if they pick, if they predict a card that is going to be pulled. So 4 very worthy nominees. Let's see who the winner is. It's right in this envelope right here. And the winner is Your Kidneys sheet. Here to accept the award tonight is Your Kidneys himself.
Hi, I'd like to thank everybody for voting for me for the Community Contribution Award. It's really something that the sheet could not be done without all the help I've received. You know, I'm not a math guy, I always say that, but I'm really not. And without guys like Skipper, API, Dob, and so many more who just helped in all sorts of little ways to make the sheet happen, just thank you to everybody. I'm really honored that you guys give this to me, and I hope that there is much more to come in the future from the sheet. So, thank you.
There we go. There's our first mess up. If you guys thought that Perfect Team was merely a baseball sim where you collect some cool cards and then walk out and you win at the highest level, well, you are in for a rude awakening. Knowing the optimal path to acquiring those cards, building a sustainable game economy, both of those things are more important than simply knowing what the best cards are. This category is for players who best recognize this facet of the game and then used it to their advantage. Pidge. Never short on ideas or thoughts about lineup optimization or in-game strategy. But Pidge is best known for his ability to work the auction house to his benefit through speculation, flipping cards, being able to identify areas of value, even developing his own Perfect Team Dow Jones Industrial Average. Pidge has spent a ton of time in the auction house and is one of the most respected voices on how to leverage that area of the game. Marksman. So Marksman is a free-to-play player who started late in the game cycle, and they were able to win Perfect League before they won a tournament. And they did so through extremely active auction house activity. The Perfect League title speaks for itself there. Quanta Condor, better known as QUC. As the leader of the BFF, Quanta Condor deftly sequenced the collection speculation from Team of the Decade through Face of the Franchise to end with a roster capable of winning it all. And winning it all, they did. Jayronk 99. Jayronk 99 is a notorious diamond flipper, an opportunistic diamond sniper who was able to speed through his Face of the Franchise collection through the auction house elbow grease of making sure that he was refreshing the auction house, getting the cards he needed, flipping those that he didn't, and being in the right place at the right time. And the winner is Pidge. Here to accept the award tonight is Mr. Pidge himself.
Hey guys, Pidge here. Still got my wood paneling. Got a little more hair than the last time everyone saw me. Just wanted to say thanks for voting me the OOTP 21 Auction House Savant. It's pretty cool to get an accolade. I'm sure people wanted to write in a different word other than savant, so I appreciate you stopping right there. Very much appreciated. Look forward to seeing everybody in 22.
Perfect team names are often created on a whim, but quickly can become a permanent part of the identity of a perfect team member or a Discord member. This category here is to recognize those teams that really hit the nail on the head with a team name that inspires, entertains, or just downright sounds good. And the nominees are Elysian Fields 9. Best known to this streamer as a consistent thorn in my side in Perfect League, B-Jam's Elysian Fields 9 have been a force all Perfect Team cycle, as you'll see in some Perfect League stats that we'll scroll later tonight. But more than being an incredible team, he's got an incredible team name that if I had a vote, I think it would have gone in that direction. The Vlad News Bears. Anyone punning off the classic baseball movie is A-OK in my book. Colorado Coomers. Only recently did I find out that this was not, believe my surprise here, but this was not a reference to the Chicago Cubs radio broadcaster, Ron Coomer. Apparently this is for something else entirely. The Greenwich Time Lords, a two-time Perfect League champion that at times seemed to be able to control space and time with his active micromanagement of his team. The winner is Elysian Fields 9. So BJM sent along this note in acceptance of this intangible award tonight. A big thank you to the community for your vote. I'm excited to have won after facing mean competition from the Time Lords, a stiff contest from the Coomers, and I hear the Vlad News Bears will be having celebratory beers after, despite their defeat. The Golden Jourdeen will take an honored place in my digital trophy cabinet. Much appreciation to DRC for putting this all together, and thanks again for the Out of the Park Discord community for an entertaining year. So how we doing, guys? We're 3 awards in. Are we having fun? Are you liking the show so far? I know people are thinking that all the awards are going to be top left. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Mac Jax, thanks for the love in the chat. One day we'll get some music in here. So we move on to award number 4. A game as complicated as Out of the Park Perfect Team. can take months or even years of practice, and you never quite reach that level of mastery. Now, this category here is to recognize the highest profile, the most memorable of Perfect Team's new users in Perfect Team 21 that really made their indelible mark during this game cycle. And the nominees are C-Fed. Despite being new to the game, C-Fed sped his way to the Perfect League in only 11 weeks as a budget player. Now C-Fed today is a leader of one of the largest sub-communities in the Perfect Team community, with TBD. C-Fed is an avid budget player, more than happy and eager to help out any fellow budget players in need of support as they path their way on the path that he has blazed for himself. Gorgo 2005. Gorgo, the Fortnite gamer turned Perfect Team player. Fortnite got a little stale. So Gorgo said, you know what? Let's try this game. There was a sale on the combo of Out of the Park and the franchise Hockey Manager. Let's give it a go. And not only did he give it a go, but he chronicled his adventures for all to enjoy on the Discord. He legitimately feels that the community shares in his successes and failures, and it's been a great and enjoyable ride. And you will find Gorgo between gold and diamond today, offering the best writing on the Discord. API 312. API, just your average noob, picks up a couple Perfect League titles, spends over 5 months of this game cycle in Perfect League. Think about that, 5 months. My goodness, Perfect League is basically a full-time job. And for 5 of the past 11 months, API has been working it. And in addition to that, he has basically built a DM relationship with 85% of you folks in the chat. One of the nicest and most helpful folks to help others follow in his path as he's learned this game and has succeeded. Last but certainly not least, the Forest Hills Fighters. Now, who can forget our daily updates on the general channel? Updates so consistent, updates so pervasive that it spawned its own channel, the FHF Diaries. And that existed for a while. We brought the same brand of excitement, the same brand of questions. And then he gets booted back to General and picks up right back where he left off. A new player openly exploring their way to building a team even to this day. And the winner is API 312. Here to accept the award tonight is API himself, after I pop up his golden Jourdeen.
Hey guys, it's API. I just wanted to thank you for nominating me for Rookie of the Year. I think, without the help of Max Fire and your kidneys and Shifted and so many other people at the beginning of the cycle, I probably would have never made it on bronze. So I think it's really a testament to the community how well people who are new at the game can do.
Maybe it starts out as a simple comment. Maybe it's even a genuine one in that given moment. Maybe it's not a joke at all. But slowly and surely, over time, it becomes inextricably interwoven to not only that Discorder's identity, but also into the fabric and into the culture of the community itself. This award is to recognize those with the most memorable Discord shticks in PT21. And the nominees are: Wait till next year. Why not a 79? Why not a 69? Why not an 89? Why not a 99? Often seen and heard on the This Week in Perfect Team stream whenever a 70 or 80 or 90 or 100 card drops. Wait till next year always wanted to know, had an undying curiosity why it couldn't be rated just one lower. FHF Diaries. So back-to-back nominations for FHF show just how permanent their place is in this year's game cycle. In what appeared to me to be a genuine support-seeking venture on the Discord, people came to expect the daily updates and the daily questions right on Main Street in the Discord instead of where it belonged, in the Stone channel or the Diamond channel or the Gold channel. But it happened long enough that it became a thing, and it went from being out of place to being endearing. Giddick the Decayer. Giddick appeared. I don't even know if I'm saying that. It could be Jiddick. Who knows? Giddick appeared in a cloud of sulfur smoke just about as quickly as he disappeared. But his short time with us was memorable and will never be forgotten, even though it was haunting in all the wrong ways. Whale King. Now, the King showed us that shticks can evolve. As we were first buying all the packs, and then we're never buying packs, and then we're free to play, and then we're rampantly shaming pseudos, and then we're pseudoing ourselves. While we're also consistently and coincidentally in possession of cards that fit the very specific needs of those in the roster and strategy advice channel. The meta changes forever right now. If you get left behind, you'll never catch up. All part of the story. And the winner for Best Discord Shtick is Giddick the Decayer. Now, here to accept the award tonight is nobody. Dead people are apparently really hard to get a hold of, especially when they only travel by clouds of sulfuric smoke. So we were unable to reach Giddick in our many efforts to get a written congratulations or a written acceptance speech, a video acceptance speech, an audio one. But we hope that Giddick is well, and we will think of him daily. The lucky pack rippers amongst us take up permanent residence in the Fire Pulls channel and inspire jealousy and envy at every turn, and I can personally attest to that. I've had 2 or 3, maybe 4, someone keep me honest here, posts in that channel, and I feel as though I put a lot of time into this game now. I am not a major pack ripper, and a lot of these guys are. So these rippers are known for their top tier rips. Let's get to the nominees. Buck Cheeks, a devout 2D pack ripper that has littered Fire Pulls with his findings and pulls all game cycle long. Manarite, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But Manarite never buys packs, literally never. Never buys packs. Tourney wins and drops only. And you know what he did? He pulled a Jackie Legend and sells it for 2.5 million perfect points. Imagine that. Imagine being a light pack ripper, getting a couple drops from a Sunday stream, getting a couple drops from a Thursday stream, winning a 6-pack tournament, and in one of those packs you pull rarest card in the game. Vulcan. Vulcan had an unbelievable hot streak. Unbelievable hot streak. And he was littering the TBD channel with all of the pulls that he was getting in a short period of time. We had the Wade Boggs 99, the very first ever Don Newcomb 97, the second ever Dustin Pedroia 98, the first ever, and I know I'm going to mispronounce his name, Red Schoendienst. It wouldn't be a DRC without a mispronunciation of a historical bald player. And then mixing in alongside those, you got the Team of the Year Soto 100, Willie Mays, face of the franchise, Ripken, face of the franchise, Schilling 100, 2 different Willie Mays 99s, a Raleigh Fingers, a Mike Trout 100, Pop Lloyd 99, my favorite card, Carlos Beltran 91. Love the Cubs. Besides having an incredible username, he's a superstitious ripper. Always clicks the same part of the screen and respects the confetti. Maybe most importantly, respects the confetti. You do not, under any circumstances, click next pack until all of the confetti has come down. And the winner is Buck Cheeks. With us tonight to accept the award is Buck Cheeks himself. What? Okay, I'm being informed that Buck Cheeks is not with us tonight. He was going to join us, but he is currently too busy ripping packs and has asked us to try again next year. The game cycle goes as Director of Live Content Services, Chris Jourdeen goes. Each Thursday, alongside delivering and us receiving brand new fresh content and collections, we are served consistent side dishes of hype, excitement, entertainment, and grade A, maybe the grade is debatable there, trolling. This year's cycle was filled with Jourdeen moments, and we've picked the 4 biggest ones for this award. And the nominees are S.E. Boggs' phone call. It was the stream that was over until it wasn't. A week that ended with a pretty darn good 99 Boggs received an even bigger and more transformative card on the other end of a very mysterious and well-timed old school Nokia ringtone. The second nominee is DLL Pizza Delivery. You could tell, if you guys were watching closely, you could tell that something had rattled Chris as he started that stream. He was a little disheveled. I want to say maybe the blue light went on a couple seconds late, couple ticks late. And he was in rare form right as the stream kicked off. And in short order, we find out that a piping hot pizza had arrived moments before go live time and was subsequently enjoyed after the show. Third, Matt Clement. Now, he was the player and card that we were never going to get. Never. In fact, there were many and frequently updated posts specifically and explicitly explaining how we were never going to get him. In fact, there was a counter. I don't remember what day we got up to, day 270, 280. But it was almost a point of pride that he was not in the game. And then, in the blink of an eye, he arrived. To the great joy of wait till next year. Last nominee for Best Jourdeen Moment is 100th Episode Nostalgia. So milestones have a funny way of bringing out the sentimental in us. And this was no exception for Mr. Jourdeen himself. You could see the joy. You could see the reflection. You could see the satisfaction on Chris's face for watching what he had built, watching what This Week in Perfect Team had become, recounting and re-showing some of the glorious moments of past This Week in Perfect Teams. As he reflected on telling people 100 different times to swing for the fences. And the winner of Best Jourdeen Moment is DLL Pizza Delivery. Here to accept the award tonight is Chris Jourdeen himself.
What is up, guys? Chris Jourdeen, aka Snaggle J here. First off, I would like to thank the guys for putting this great show together, commemorating an amazing year of Perfect Team and all of the wonderful achievements that you guys, the community, have conquered together. Now, as far as the best Jourdeen moment, we had a lot of them, but obviously the winner in the fan voting was the pizza incident. Yes, the night that the DLL had a piping hot pizza delivered to my door a few minutes before This Week in Perfect Team started. Thank you guys so much for making Perfect Team 21 super awesome. I'm really excited about Perfect Team 22. I can't wait to share more information with you guys about it. And until next time, keep swinging for the fences.
The Perfect Team community is such a special community. We've talked about that in the open. We talked about that in the Community Contribution Award section. But I really can't say it enough. You know, I've never been a part of a community that is this dedicated, this hungry, this helpful, this inspired to help one another play this game. It's really inspiring stuff. It's really amazing to watch. You know, you see new people enter the Discord every day and how they are warmly embraced, how they are pointed in the right direction, how they are treated with respect as their assertions and their understanding of the game and the cards they should be targeting come together is really a special thing. There's so many helpful voices in this community. It was near impossible for the community to whittle this down. I received more nominations. This is not a joke. This is not a falsehood. I received more unique nominations for this award than any other award. There were more unique people named as the most helpful player in Perfect Team than any other award, and I think that speaks volumes about the community. I think that speaks volumes about where the game is and how this game is so community driven, and really for a game as complicated as this one, it's a critical component of it. The community is this game's most valuable asset and most important one as well. The nominees for most helpful player are Your Kidneys. So in addition to the sheet, which we've talked about and we've already adorned him with a golden Jourdeen, Kidneys is active on Discord, both in his own Discord, in the DRC Discord, in the Out of the Park Discord, as well as many other sub-communities. There probably aren't many Discord channels out there that don't have Kidneys in there. Active, helping others, understand the game, understand the cards, understand the order of operations for BABIP. Let's get some BABIP in the chat. And in addition to all that, we've got Kidneys streaming multiple times per week, offering his unique blend of insight, humor, and zoomerdom. API 312. You know what's hard to find in Perfect Team? It is hard to find someone, a top-level player. It's hard to find someone who really knows what they're doing and has had a good bit of success in this game that doesn't count API in his inner circle of advisors. API is an amazing combination of approachable online persona combined with deep game knowledge and understanding and an ability to communicate that in a respectful way. Maxfire. A competitive player who's more than willing to share his deep game knowledge that spans multiple versions of PT. PT 21 is not his first rodeo, and many of those insights and understandings of games past have proved extremely valuable as people have attempted to model here in PT 21 and understand what really makes the game and the cards within it tick. And Maxfire has that signature way of communicating with you in as blunt a terms as you need to hear to get the point across. Angered Unicorn. Afternoon streams have never been the same since Angered Unicorn took to the airwaves to tell us who the best tourney cards are. A must-watch stream that has recently been picked up by the mothership, an excellent decision by Out of the Park Developments, and something that is a must-watch for anyone looking to build a good tourney card and looking to see the process by which someone can understand the nuance of what makes a good team, what makes a good player, how does data inform our decisions. The award, the Golden Jourdeen for most helpful player, goes to Your Kidneys. Here to accept his second award tonight is Your Kidneys himself.
I want to thank everybody for voting me as the most helpful player, though I don't for a second believe that I'm the most helpful player. I think I'm a helpful player, but there's so many great people in this community all around. This community has done such an amazing job of teaching new players what to do and all sorts of sort of contributions and things. So I'm really, really grateful for this one. It means a lot to me that so many people felt like I helped them out over the course of this past year. So thank you to you guys for just making this an awesome year for me. Yeah. Thanks.
Tournaments. Tournaments are running literally all day, all night. Whether it's a spammable bronze best of 7 or a very important, very prestigious card or tournament that can win you a prestigious special edition card. And at stake is a buffet of perfect points, a never-ending buffet of perfect packs, and an inventory of special edition prize cards that could push your main league team over the top. Could literally be the card that makes you a perfect league champion if we're talking about a card like Noodles. Noodles Han. Now, this award here is to recognize the most powerful and most successful tournament players in Perfect Team 21 for their great many accomplishments. The nominees are ATD. So ATD is a big time card winner. If there's a card that you want to win in the tournament, ATD has probably already won it, including 2 Bartolos. Who can remember when Bartolo was the greatest thing since sliced bread? Well, ATD picked up 2 big sexies. He also picked up a Noodles. He also picked up a Tex Houston, etc. Now, ATD was not much of a spammer, but he has won most of the monthly, weekly, major tournaments at some point in the cycle. Jayronk 99. Jayronk made it to the PTCS finals twice, silver and gold, and he won the gold. PTCS gold champion. Also has an impressive portfolio of Diamond Special Edition cards and top 4 finishes in the monthly Masters, the monthly Gold Cap, Spores Tuesday Bronze, weekly Bronze Cap, and Diamond Defense. Wait till next year. Wait till next year is the authority in the realm of silver. If you want to walk into that playground, you had better beware of his every move, because he has been at the forefront of it and at the lead of the pack in terms of win rate, in terms of pack rate, and honestly probably spends more time messing and monkeying with his roster, only costing him packs in the name of data and in the name of understanding and optimization. High Desert Ace. So, in addition to winning Dykstra and Blair on the same day, when both cards were over 500k, he also won the very first text card. He's won Super Bronze, Spore Sandlot, won This Week in Perfect Team a couple times, won pretty much every big and weekly tournament once, with the exception of only the Hindsun. This was the tightest of all of the votes that we had. No vote was tighter than this one. And the winner for Tournament Player of the Year is Jayronk 99. Here to accept the award tonight is Jayronk 99 himself.
Hi everyone, Jayronk99 here. It's an honor to be named the PT21 Tournament Player of the Year. First off, I want to thank DRC for hosting this event, which I think is a fantastic idea, and congratulate ATD, High Desert Ace, and Wait Till Next Year, as they're all fantastic tournament players in any and every format. But also I just wanted to thank the entire OOTP community, who've been extremely welcoming since I joined at the start of this year, and also TBD for letting me in just a few months ago, and has been and created an incredible community since. More specifically, a few people have been integral throughout the way. API, Your Kidneys, and UOK are some of the people who got me into this game and have kind of kept me in it ever since. And more specifically for tournaments, I want to shout out Cookie and Malachi, both of whom I've practiced with a ton and spent a lot of time building lineups. It's been a great time in PT21, and I'm looking forward to continuing and seeing what's in store for PT22.
Now, there are things happening every single day in Perfect Team. I've already talked about how tournaments are running every second of every day. Sims happening in each tournament every 10 minutes. Oh, and then there's the always running league play. 9 a.m. to midnight for me here in the Central Time Zone. Not as friendly for other players in other time zones out there. But certain stories are bigger than a fleeting moment. Certain things have resonance. Certain things stick around. Certain things are more memorable. Certain things have a better chance of being the hallmark of what was the Perfect Team 21 game cycle. And this award is to recognize those moments. To recognize what the biggest story of Perfect Team 21 was. And the nominees are Free Dave Brown, DLL and PEL Ghost Ship wins. So going away from keyboard, ghost shipping your team, which is another word for not actively managing it, just setting it and forgetting it, is typically a recipe for getting relegated. It's typically a recipe for not experiencing a ton of success in a regular Diamond League, let alone a Diamond League as difficult as DLL. But Free Dave Brown's Ghost Ship did more than not get relegated. It won the whole darn thing. It traipsed through a 10-team playoff in DLL and ended up as the champion at the end of the day. And then you know what it did as an encore? You know what it did in the very next week in Perfect League? It did the same darn thing. Ghost shipping its way through a 16-team field, fully equipped with a locked-in John Smoltz starter months after Smoltz was a relevant starter option. I don't even think Smoltz was the number 5 option in that rotation. I think he was spotted in at number 4. But Free Dave Brown and his Lisboa and Arenas in back-to-back weeks wins, for my money, the toughest Diamond League out there, and then for anyone's money, the toughest league in the running in Perfect League. Next, Out of the Park being acquired by Com2Us. Now, one of the hugest stories of this game was the 100% buyout and acquisition of Out of the Park developments by Korean game maker Com2Us. Something that will obviously have long-lasting impacts and will have a direct impact on the future of the franchise. Speaking of the franchise, the third option here is the Face of the Franchise collection. Now, this game cycle was forever shifted the day that the Face of the Franchise collection series started. We all remember it. We got our Tony Gwynn. We got our George Brett. And it profoundly impacted the auction house. It profoundly impacted the meta. It rendered countless existing meta cards obsolete. And it became an absolutely must-complete collection for anyone that had aspirations of competing at the highest level. Lastly, for Story of the Year, we have the Free Walnut Movement. An errant banning of Walnut 33 spawned the hashtag Free Walnut Movement as his supporters lobbied to bring him back into the fold, while others in the community reveled in his banishment. This support took the form of unified Discord logos with the hashtag Free Walnut text in it. Took the form of spamming the chat of This Week in Perfect Team. And as we all know, eventually Walnut was freed. And the winner of Story of the Year is Out of the Park being acquired by Com2Us. Here to accept the award on behalf of Out of the Park is Rich Grisham himself.
What's going on, DRC? How are you? And hello to everybody in the community. It's so cool for you to ask me to accept the award the biggest story of the year being Out of the Park getting acquired by Comptos, because it is a really big deal. But the reason it's a big deal is because you guys are going to see the best version of our game that we've ever made. We're so close to being able to tell you everything about it, and we're excited, and yes, we just can't wait. But thanks very much, DRC. Appreciate it. See y'all soon.
Now, Perfect Team 21 showed us just how important it is to be able to micromanage your team. One PEL champion was on my Tuesday show saying that time, more than anything else, was the most precious commodity in PT 21. And while game sims, as I mentioned, run for me from 9 a.m. to midnight for us here in the Central Time, the same cannot be said for our friends across the various ponds. With games running in the dead of night for these players, success is even harder. And yet these four players were not only able to hang, they were not only able to succeed, but they were able to thrive. The nominees for International Player of the Year: Cookie and his Ropraz Bulls. Cookie's got over 4,000 main league wins, including 2 seasons in the Perfect League. He was in the final 8 of the Winter PTCS Open, a 2-time peak monthly winner, the February Modern Monthly winner as well. Roscoe and his Sydney Blue Sox. Hailing from Australia, Roscoe is a 2-time Perfect League winner, a 2-time DLL winner, and he even made Perfect League with his alt account. In addition to that, he won Tex Houston in PTCS. RDT and his 90s expansions, hailing from England, having a glorious accent, was not only able to combat the time zone challenges, to combat the fact that sims are running through the dead of the night for people in England, but he was able to win the Perfect League as a free-to-play player. An incredible achievement, when you think about the resources afforded to a free-to-play player, as well as the challenges of having to compete in the perfect league with the time zone change. HK and his HK Nation team, an early perfect league stalwart. Someone that you had to really wake up early in the morning to set your lineup and to have a chance at beating a very strong HK team early on in the perfect league cycle. Also took second place in the Winter Open PTCS tournament. And this one was another very hotly contested award. And the winner is Roscoe and his Sydney Blue Sox. Here to accept the award is Roscoe himself.
G'day. This is Roscoe. Apparently, you've been kind enough to vote me the number one Euro. Out of like some pretty good Euros, it's like Cookie, RDT, HK. Yeah, I think that's about it, the four of us. So it's a pretty big accomplishment, obviously, and I'm very proud of it. Just want to thank everyone, especially all the DLL guys, for helping me get through this and make something out of this crappy team. And, you know, a lot of guys have helped me along the way. Walnut, Shifted, API, Kidneys, DRC. You've been brilliant. Couldn't have done it without you. I miss forgetting lots of names. But, yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks community. It's an awesome community. Love perfect team. See you all for 22.
Now, for as much as this game is about tournament roster building, auction house shenanigans, reveling with your fellow PT community members, there is but one champion crowned atop the pyramid each week. One team gets to wear that crown for 7 days as the perfect team champion that has climbed the ladder of over 20,000 plus teams and etched their name permanently in the record books. This award here is our final award, and it recognizes and celebrates the main league players that did it best in PT 21. The nominees for Main League Player of the Year, API 312. You've seen his name on a number of these statistics that we've been showing in our segues. But to name a couple of the achievements, we've got a 15-week stint in a post-face of the franchise meta in Perfect League, an absolutely unheard of run. A 2-time champion, a 3-time finalist, and an expert's expert in micromanagement of lineup and pitching and overall roster optimization. Mac Jax. Mac Jax and his 3 Perfect League titles stand alone atop the achievement list of all Perfect League players. We've got people who have won 1. We've got a small community of people who have won 2, but there is but one Perfect League player who has been able to win 3, and that's Mac Jax. And he did so before the end of the summer in 14 total weeks in the Perfect League, including being the only ever back-to-back winner of the title. Jason Malay, better known as JM, a 2-time champion in his own right, logged never before seen team optimization numbers in Perfect League at the time, optimizing the starting pitching for matchups, optimizing the lineup to face the opposite-handed pitcher, doing some groundbreaking stuff, and independently and single-handedly changing the meta as teams tried to keep up. Tech 15, a 4-time finalist. 4 times on a Sunday, I've had the distinct honor and privilege of announcing Tech 15 and his team as he tried to win a Perfect League title. Now, he only was able to walk away with 1 of them, but getting there 4 times in his 19 total weeks within Perfect League is an achievement rivaled by very few. And the winner of Main League Player of the Year, the pièce de résistance for this show tonight is API 312. And here, joining us to accept his second award of the evening, is API himself.
Hey again. Thank you so much for nominating me for Player of the Year. I think, getting to play against just ridiculously skilled managers like Jason Malay and Mac Jax and Pidge and wait till next year and Doc and everyone in DLL. It really allows you to hone your skills and learn the game in a more nuanced way than just playing the base game or playing by yourself. So, without the community, I don't think anyone would be nearly as good as we've managed to get. So, thanks again.
Welcome back, everyone. Those are our 12 winners of our 12 awards. An unbelievable slate of very worthy champions this evening and very worthy nominees. It's a shame that we couldn't give out more awards because for just about every award, there were more than one worthy and eligible player for it. It was an unbelievable honor on my part to be able to gather this information, to be able to produce this show, and to do something that hopefully was enjoyed by all of you out there in the community. Now, I just opened up a giveaway. So we are going to give away 5 buckets. 5 big buckets of 25,000 perfect points right now. The way to get into this drawing is to type !ticket within the chat. That's going to give you an entrance to the drawing. And after a couple minutes here, we will pick out a winner. But while we're waiting for that, again, I just want to say thank you. This game for me was an unbelievable escape. I'm someone who travels a lot for work, and that was entirely out the window. I'm someone who obsesses over fantasy baseball, and for the vast majority of the spring, that was out the window. And Perfect Team, the game, and more importantly, Perfect Team, the community, gave me an incredible outlet and gave me an unbelievable new number of friends, people that I genuinely call friends, people that I genuinely enjoy interacting with on the Discord as I tried to crack the code that is this game. So many people have helped me along the way, as has been the consistent fabric of all the stories that we've heard. I just can't say enough about how awesome this community is, and I can't tell you how much love I've felt as a streamer, as you guys have so warmly supported my efforts to do streaming for the very first time ever. Without you guys showing up every time I turn the blue light on, without you guys showering me with the love that you do, I likely would have had this be a passing fancy and not something that gives me the motivation to produce things like we've seen tonight, and to do so with a passion and really hoping to deepen and improve on the immersion that we all get as we play this game that is at its core ones and zeros, but through a community like this feels like way, 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 way more than that. And I can't thank you guys enough for it. We'll go ahead and close down the giveaway now. So last chance to type !ticket. 3, 2, and 1. 5 winners coming at you. First winner of 25,000 perfect points is Tecate Pete. Second winner, Vulcan 2139. A repeat winner for sure. Third winner, Mac Jax, a nominee from this evening's festivities, as well as Vulcan. Fourth winner is Bad Weave, 25,000 perfect points coming at you. And last and most certainly not least will be our final winner, Sergeant Mushroom 39. Congratulations to our winners. You each have 25,000 perfect points coming to you. The way to get those perfect points is to message me on Discord. Message me on Discord and hit me with your Perfect Team username. And I request that you do so with the appropriate capitalization, as that is important for the Out of the Park folks that need to look you up and deposit those perfect points into your account. So this was the show, guys. This was the show. I've got nothing more to show you. No more surprises up my sleeve. But I really appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate everything that's happened so far. You guys are awesome. I look forward to continuing to do this here in PT22. Don't know what the game's going to look like, but I've got a lot of optimism for it. And I just encourage you all to keep being the incredible people that you are. Help one another. Help deepen people's understanding of the game. Help make people more competitive. Help people complete the collections and missions they're going after. And just be good. So with that, my name is DRC, and I am signing off for the first ever Perfect Team Community Choice Awards. And we'll be seeing you soon.